Okay, Miami is the funnest team to watch in all of college football, and this video is not shitting on Miami. Miami's a really good team. But they're the funnest team to watch in all of college football. I don't know why they can't put teams away. Like, if you've been watching this game, like, they're clearly way better than Louisville. You watch the game and you can see that. They just get a touchdown, a drive, they go down, they're running all over them, they're throwing all over them, they score, they make it look easy in a drive down the field to go up by 2 scores. They kick off and let Louisville run a 95-yard touchdown back for a touchdown, and now we're back to 1-score game again. And I'm not even saying any of this to shit on Miami. Miami is a good team. Miami will win this game on the road against Louisville, and they'll stay in the top 10. They're a really, really good team. But every game they play is this way. I mean, I guess the Florida game wasn't, and then nobody watched any games after that against a couple of bad teams, but like the Cal game, the Virginia Tech, like they're all close games. And you watch all these Miami games, and Miami is clearly the better team. But for whatever reason, they just let all these teams hang around. And again, I'm not shitting on Miami. It makes for must-watch TV. Miami games, you got to watch these games every damn week. They're one of the most entertaining games of the week every single week. Tell me another team who's more entertaining to watch than Miami. I love what Miami's got a great offense. Cam Ward is a lot of fun to watch. He's a really good quarterback. He runs around. He makes a lot of improvised plays through scrambling. And what I like about Cam Ward is he can take off and run, but when he scrambles, his eyes are downfield. He's looking to throw the ball up until the last possible second, then he'll run if he has to. He's just a really a fun offense to watch. Restrepo, the wide receiver from Miami, is one of my favorite wide receivers in all of college football. He was last year, and he is this year too. And let's not forget, of course, Uncle Lou is the biggest, what does that say? Biggest closet Miami Hurricanes fan on YouTube. But every Miami game is must-watch TV. I don't know how long they can keep this up. Are y'all watching? They are clearly better than Louisville, and they just can't pull away. The TV networks have to love Miami. That's who needs to get out of the ACC, not Florida State. Nobody wants that shitty-ass dumpster fire, shit-stained program Florida State. Miami's worth watching, though. Clemson is pulling away from Virginia, which is good news for Uncle Lou. I live bet that game at halftime at Clemson minus 17, and they're now up 28. So hopefully they continue to roll. And look, I watch a lot of football. I obviously can't watch every single game every Saturday, so I'm going to admit something to you now. This is the most I've watched of Indiana all year, is today's game against Nebraska. And Indiana is for real. They're no joke. Now, I'm not proclaiming them Big Ten champs or playoff team or anything like that. We'll see. They're going to have their shots coming up against, I think, Ohio State, right, in a couple of weeks. They are really good. They're here they go. Here they go. With a 40-yard game. They are really well coached because there's, again, not an insult to Indiana here. They're not overwhelmingly talented. Like, I don't know what the 247 talent rankings would be between Indiana and Nebraska, but I wouldn't be surprised if there's more overall talent on Nebraska's team than Indiana, at least according to the rankings. But they are very well coached. They're very well coached. They kind of remind me of Utah in that way. I'm not comparing this particular Indiana team to this year's Utah team or anything or any of the players, but just you watch them play and it's they're out talented by a lot of teams, but boy, they don't beat themselves. They're really good. I'm impressed with what I'm seeing from Indiana today, and just being honest, this is the most I've watched of them all year. But they're up 35-7 over a pretty good Nebraska team. I mean, depending on what your definition of pretty good is, I mean, they're 5-2, aren't they? Nebraska, or 4-2, whatever they are. About to have 3 losses. No, Nebraska's 5-1. I think Nebraska's 5-1. They only have 1 loss. They only have the 1 loss, and that was to Illinois. So, take that for what it's worth. They did beat Colorado, though. So, shout out Nebraska for that. 35-7, they're about to score again. They were only a 6.5-point favorite. They've covered every week, Indiana. So not only are they winning, they're outperforming expectations every single week. Compare that to a team like Georgia. Georgia's pretty good. They're 5-1. Georgia hasn't covered a spread since week 1 against Clemson. So Georgia, even though they've won with the exception of the Alabama game, they're underperforming expectations every single week, whereas a team like Indiana's blowing the expectations out of the water every single week. 31-24. I'm telling you, Miami is must-watch TV. They might be the most exciting team to watch in all of college football. Not calling them the best, not calling them the worst. They're obviously a pretty good team. I don't see any way they lose this game to Louisville. It's on the road at Louisville, a one-score game. Still 7 minutes to go in the third quarter. Now Louisville scores again. Louisville has scored twice since I started recording this video. This is what I'm saying. Miami was up 14. Louisville returns the kick for a touchdown while at the beginning of this video right here, and now they've already scored again. It's going to be tight. Miami will win the game, won't they? They always do. Miami's the most exciting team to watch in all of college football. Holy shit. Ed Reed, 5 rings. The U, ESPN 30 for 30. My God. Michael Irvin's on the sideline looking like a fucking crackhead. What is Michael Irvin doing on the sideline at Miami? Every time they show Michael Irvin on the sideline, he looks like a homeless person. I don't know what he's doing. Is he a coach? He's not a coach for Miami. I don't know what he's doing. Michael Irvin. All right. See y'all later.